Joe.
Jonasi.
Joe?
Jonasi.
Joe?
Jonasi.
Jonasi!
Jonasi Gomora. You mother.
There's an old saying that goes, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. Few stories prove that better than the life of Jonasi Gomora. From the outside, Jonasi looked like the kind of man every young person wanted to become. He was successful, respected, wealthy, and influential. He drove expensive cars, lived in beautiful homes, wore elegant suits, and had the confidence of a man who believed nothing in this world could stand in his way. To the public, he represented success. People admired him, trusted him, and believed he had built the perfect life. But what no one knew was that behind every smile he wore was another secret waiting to be exposed. Jonasi was living more than one life. Every morning, he woke up knowing that before the day ended, he would have to tell another lie. Every phone call had to be carefully planned. Every meeting had to be explained. Every excuse had to sound believable. The more successful he became, the more complicated his hidden world became. At first, the lies seemed small. One excuse here, another promise there, a late-night meeting that never really existed, a business trip that was nothing more than another visit to someone who believed she was the only woman in his life. As time passed, the lies multiplied. What had started as one secret became many. Jonasi convinced himself that he was in control. He believed he was smart enough to manage different relationships without anyone discovering the truth. For a while, he succeeded. Each family believed they had his full love and attention. Every woman believed she understood the man she had fallen in love with. Jonasi became an expert at saying exactly what people wanted to hear. He knew when to apologize, when to give expensive gifts, and when to disappear before difficult questions could be asked. But there's one thing about secrets. No matter how carefully you hide them, they eventually begin looking for a way out. As Jonasi's double life continued, the pressure became unbearable. He constantly feared receiving the wrong phone call at the wrong time. A single text message could expose everything. A forgotten appointment could create suspicion. Every knock on the door made him wonder whether his carefully built world was about to collapse. Instead of fixing his mistakes, he buried himself even deeper inside them. Whenever one lie stopped working, he created another. Whenever someone became suspicious, he invented another story. The truth became something he no longer recognized. People around him slowly started noticing changes. Friends questioned his strange behavior. Family members sensed that something was wrong. Trust, the foundation of every relationship, began disappearing. Jonasi believed money could solve every problem. When people were hurt, he bought gifts. When someone cried, he made promises. When conflict appeared, he threw more money at it. But money can buy comfort. It can buy luxury. It can even buy silence for a while. What it can never buy is genuine trust once it has been broken. Eventually, the walls around Jonasi's hidden life began to crack. The carefully timed excuses no longer made sense. Different stories started contradicting one another. The people he loved began comparing details, asking questions, and connecting pieces that had never seemed connected before. The truth, which Jonasi had spent years trying to hide, slowly started revealing itself. One by one, the people closest to him discovered they had been living inside a carefully constructed illusion. The shock was devastating. The women who had trusted him realized they had been sharing a life they never agreed to share. The children found themselves trapped inside conflicts they never created. Families that once believed they were complete suddenly discovered they had been built on lies. Jonasi watched everything he had spent years building begin falling apart before his eyes. The respect he once enjoyed disappeared. People who admired him now questioned his character. Friends distanced themselves. Those who once defended him struggled to understand how one man could keep so many secrets for so long. The greatest tragedy wasn't simply that Jonasi had multiple relationships. It was that every lie destroyed someone else's peace. Every promise he broke created another broken heart. Every secret carried consequences far beyond himself. His actions affected children, families, friendships, and entire communities. The emotional damage spread further than he had ever imagined. For the first time in his life, Jonasi was forced to confront a painful reality. Success without honesty means nothing. A mansion cannot replace a peaceful home. Luxury cannot replace loyalty. Power cannot replace trust. As the consequences continued unfolding, Jonasi began understanding something he had ignored for years. Living two lives doesn't give you twice the happiness. It gives you twice the fear, twice the pressure, twice the guilt, and eventually twice the pain. The people around him were no longer interested in his explanations. They wanted accountability. Some chose to walk away forever. Others demanded answers that Jonasi himself struggled to provide. The confident businessman who once believed he controlled everything suddenly found himself powerless. He could no longer control how people felt. He could no longer control the truth. Most importantly, he could no longer control the consequences of his own choices. Jonasi's story is not simply about wealth, marriage, or betrayal. It is about the dangerous belief that secrets can remain hidden forever. It reminds us that every decision we make creates a ripple effect in the lives of others. The bigger the lie becomes, the more people it eventually hurts. That is why The Polygamist became more than just another television drama. It started conversations across Africa about relationships, honesty, commitment, and responsibility. Families debated the story. Friends argued over Jonasi's decisions. Social media exploded with opinions because people recognized pieces of real life inside a fictional story. Some viewers hated Jonasi. Others felt sorry for him. But almost everyone agreed on one thing. His choices changed lives forever. In the end, Jonasi Gomora teaches us one of life's greatest lessons. No matter how successful you become, no matter how much money you earn, no matter how powerful you appear, a life built on deception can never stand forever. Eventually, every secret finds its way into the light. Every lie demands a price, and every choice carries consequences. Perhaps that is why Jonasi Gomora remains one of the most unforgettable characters in modern African television. Not because he was perfect, but because his mistakes reflected struggles that exist in the real world. His story serves as a reminder that honesty is always easier than maintaining a lifetime of lies. Because in the end, it wasn't poverty that destroyed Jonasi. It wasn't his enemies. It wasn't bad luck. It was the secrets he believed no one would ever discover. And sometimes the greatest battle a person fights is not against the world, but against the truth they have been running from all along. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful movie stories and documentaries. See you in the next one.